Hello everyone, my name is Jerry Bisong. I'm a photographer and a videographer here in the United Kingdom. Well, in this video I'm just going to show us how I took this image from this to this. Without further ado, let's jump into Photoshop. So usually in Photoshop, what you need to first do is duplicate the layers, and after that you then have to start looking out for all of the blemishes in your photo. Personally, for me, I like to use the patch tool to remove my blemishes. Personal reasons though, because I know there are so many ways to remove blemishes. So one other thing I tried to do in this image was to make the eyebrow look a little bit well defined. Even though it's looking good, I just do that little thing, that little touch that you just give to it to make it look much more better and perfect. So that was what I did there. So before I go further, please, I would like to let you know that this image wasn't taken by me. I wasn't the one who did the shoot of this image. I got the image online from Signature Edits. So just so you know. So in this image, I know I spent a whole lot of time trying to perfect it a little bit, give it a little bit of that and a little bit of that definition. So when I'm doing my DodgeAndBurn and my frequency separation, it's pretty much easy. I also did a little bit on these lips. These are not like a compulsory thing to do, but I felt like I needed to just do it to give it a little bit of that, that definition, that perfection. So I had to do something about the lips. To be honest, it's really not compulsory to do it, but for me, these are just the little details I like to put in my picture to make it stand out. Well, so all I did for the lip was just to copy and paste, and then I used the blending mode. I looked out for the perfect blending mode that will make it look very real in the image. So I tried all blending modes to be able to get the perfect one for the lips to make it look very real, and after that I had to do a little bit of the cleaning in the eyes, to make it look a little bit much more perfect. Of course, these are little tiny details that you need to pay attention to make your image pop out. So next was to clean her hair, at least make it look good, because she got some hair that was standing. So I might be missing certain things in this video. Please, if you've got any question, just drop it on the comment section. I'll definitely answer. I'm just trying my best to make sure that this video is not that long. So what I did was select the image using the subject, select subject, and then I used the brush to just clean up the image a little bit. But I can give details into this maybe next time. So if you've got any question, just pop it on the comment section and then I'll answer that. So what I'm trying to do was to clean the backdrop, clean the background to make it look good. So I copied the image with Ctrl J and then removed the subject from the backdrop, and then had to use the Gaussian blur to just make it look good. Cleaning your backdrop and making it look really good is one thing that, as a photo editor or as a retoucher, is one thing that you should always do. So I made a mistake here and discovered that I made a mistake maybe when I was trying to edit the eyebrow. There was a mistake I made in the initial place, but I couldn't go back, so I needed to find a way to just quickly correct that, which I did. So I also brought the image into Lookify because I felt she was, probably because of the way she was positioning her head, her chin was a bit swollen, so she got like a swollen chain on one side. So I needed to correct that and then do a little bit of a neck balancing with the Liquify. So having done all of that, it was time for me to go into my frequency separation, where I'll create my 2 layers and then separate the colors from the details, and then start brushing using the mixer brush too. If you've got any question, please pop it on the comment section. I really will not be able to go into details, but I'll try my best to do a video where I'll talk about all this and how the best readings to use and how to know if you're doing the right thing or not. But basically what I was just doing here was to clean up the image. This was where I was doing my frequency separation, and we understand that frequency separation is just about you moving, feathering or smoothing your highlights from your shadows, and then your shadows, and then the midtones and the likes like that. So that was what I was doing in here. I was trying to just brush through to make sure that the image looks smooth. The lights, the highlights were not looking too harsh, neither with the shadows looking too harsh. So in here, this was what I was just trying to do. I want to believe that we all understand, but if you do not understand it, I'm happy to go through it again. I'm happy to do a video about this, bringing it back so we all understand how best to do frequency separation. Because if you miss it here in frequency separation, I feel your image is totally gone. You won't be able to get it right anymore. But basically frequency separation is just you moving colors, but how to move those color is the best practice that you need to understand. So I think at this point my image was already looking good. was already looking smooth already. I think the highlights and the shadows were all looking a bit even. So yeah, after this, the next thing I needed to do was to do the eye whitening and teeth whitening. Yeah, or you say the eye brightening and the teeth whitening. And after that, up next is gonna be the Dodge and Burn. If you notice, you will see that the eyes are looking too bright, so I needed to reduce the brightness a little bit using the opacity on the fill. So I drop it down a little bit to make it look natural. Now it's time for us to do the Dodge and Burn with using the curves layer. I love this practice very well because I learned it recently, and ever since I learned it, it has really turned my image into something else. I don't mind going into details to teach this, but I'm trying my best to make sure this video is not so long. So this is the way I do my Dodge and Burn. Haven't identified the areas where I want to pop out, where I want the highlights to be, where I want the shadows to be. Haven't identified them. Now it was time for me to smoothen them using the feather. Yeah, so I started playing around the feather, looking at the exact spot where it feels original, where it feels good, where it feels, you know, really nice in that spot. Yep. So basically that's how I was able to come up with this beautiful image. So what I was trying to do here was just playing around with some color grading skill that I just learned recently, so just to make my image pop up a little bit more. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. If you got any question, please drop it in the comment section. If you want me to explain anything that I've done so far in this video, I don't mind. Drop me a question, write me a message. I will definitely respond to your messages. But then if you know that there's something I would have done better, you know, to improve in this image, to make it look much more better, to be very honest, I'm happy to learn as much as I'm happy to share. Let me know in the comment section, and then I don't mind trying it in my next video. But if there's nothing and you feel this is good, if you learned something from this, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share this video also to your friends, and let them know that we're trying to build a community of people where we all learn together and share ideas together. All right, so that'll be it for the moment. See you guys in the next video. Bye.